Hello ladies, my goodness, it's been some time, but I am back with a 10-minute bar-inspired arm workout just for you. Hey, I'm Sophie from new website, sophiejane.com, no longer Sophie Jane Fitness, and I'm here today to give you a 10-minute bar-inspired arm workout. I'll be using a set of 2-pound weights for this workout. You can use the same as me, you can go slightly heavier or slightly lighter. If you don't have any weights, I wouldn't worry too much about it. You can easily fill bottles of water up. Or if you want to do the whole thing without weights, maybe you're recovering from an injury and you just want to move the body, just do the whole thing without weights. I'll be using a mat, that is optional, so if you've got a mat, grab it out, or you can just do the whole thing from your carpet, from your wooden floor, or maybe you'll do it from the gym. So if you need to, hit pause now to grab your equipment, otherwise we will begin right away. So to start off today, ladies, we're going to bring our feet into a parallel position. So the toes are facing forwards and then the hips are directly forwards, taking one weight in each hand, and let's bring them up so they're in line with the chest. Keep a softness in the elbows and we'll open the arms just as wide as our shoulders. If you're looking forwards, you should still be able to see the weights in your peripheral vision, and then bring them back forwards in front of your chest. So we'll open out and back in, out and in. I'll do all the timing, so all I want you to do is go through the movements with me. We'll be working the whole entire upper body, some shoulders, some back, some biceps and some triceps. We're going to add on, as we open the arms out, lift the heels and lower the heels, lift and lower. So we're going into our releve. As we do our lift, try to avoid the ankles splaying out to the side. So maybe you could imagine you've got like a tennis ball between the ankles, and that's going to help strengthen the outer ligaments of your ankles as we do this movement. Keeping the belly button tucked in all the time. And you should start to feel some heat through the shoulders and the chest in this movement. We'll go for 8 and lower, 7, 6, and 5. Keep that nice lengthened spine. 3, 2, and your last one. Then let's bring those arms forward, palms up, and we'll take the legs into a wider stance. Lower down into your plie position, alternating bicep curls, aiming to keep those elbows up towards shoulder height. If you're feeling any pain through the front of the shoulders or need to ease off slightly, just lower the angle of the arms so you work into that 45-degree angle. As one arm comes in, one arm comes out. And then with the lower body, your knees want to be tracking over your toes, so you can always have a little check down. If you feel like your knees are sliding forwards like this, just bring the toes slightly closer in towards each other. Keeping that depth, we'll add a small pulse. So as we do our alternating curls, pulsing through the lower body, feeling that heat raise into your inner thighs and your quads. And then just smile as you're doing this. And keep it going. Also, I'm just gonna say it's so nice to be back bringing you some videos. I always had the intention of doing some every week, and then as we know, life sometimes gets on top of us. Work got super crazy with clients and opening bar brunch club, but I was flipped onto my YouTube the other day and I was like, oh my God, there's quite a few new subscribers, and this arm workout I've got is crushing it on the views. So I was like, I need to provide something new. It's time for it. So I hope I'll be back with some regular 10-minute workouts for you. We'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it low. Bring the arms to elbow height, shoulder height, palms in towards each other, tiny pulses up. So just a small lift up. Lifting those elbows towards the ceiling. Keeping that small tuck of the pelvis so your spine stays nice and lengthened. Maybe bringing those elbows slightly closer in towards each other. We go for 4, 3, 2, and then press all the way up. Palms are now touching. And then I'd like you to bring the hands back behind the head and press up, down and up as we start to take that work into your triceps. Finding that lengthened spine, and I have a feeling my tops come up really, really high, which is making me conscious of my core and thinking about bringing my belly button to the spine. So I'm still working the entire of my body. What can happen in this exercise is we have a tendency to splay the elbows out to the side. I'd rather you think of keeping them nice and close towards your head. Taking 4, 3, 2, last one, hold all the way up. We continue with our triceps. Let's turn around to the side and glue the legs together. Bring your hands onto the hips so the palms are in towards you. Bend through the knees, stick your bum back and lower the chest towards the floor. Tricep kickback. So we fully extend those arms back and in, back and in. Again, to keep your lower back protected, you want to have that sensation of belly button towards the spine. Hug the inner thighs nice and tight in towards each other. And then as we press back, lift the heels and lower. We lift and lower. So there's no separation between the legs on this one. You imagine you've got a piece of paper between your inner thighs and you're holding it really nice and tight, or maybe not a piece of paper. I always say in class, imagine you've got the winning lottery ticket between your inner thighs, holding onto that. Or these days, maybe a marriage certificate, maybe a divorce certificate, whatever works for you. Okay, continue to lift and lower the heels. See now if you can lift those arms, or the back of the arms a tiny bit higher towards the ceiling. Notice the difference in the triceps. So we'll go for 8 and lower. 7, 5, 4, we're gonna hold it up on 1. 3, 2, hold the heels up, arms stay lengthened from the elbows, tiny micro pulses. So it's just a small mini bend and extend. You've got an option at any point to lower the heels towards the floor. Otherwise, keeping those heels lifted, arms stay nice and long. Feel that heat rising through the body. Feel the triceps working. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release there. Nice big shoulder roll. We'll bring it down onto our knees. So keep your knees and hips in the same line. Relaxing the toes, and we'll bring the arms out towards shoulder height. Softness in the elbows as we take small circles round. So just hovering on top. And as we continue to circle, bring the arms slightly closer in towards one another. So they eventually end up in line with your hips. Small, little ping pong size circles. And then rotate direction. So we open the circles out and around in the other way. Whew. So bar arms, what are we doing? We're doing lots of high repetitions, light weights. So we work deeper into the stabilizing muscles and smaller muscle groups. Let's change direction, bring it forward one final time. A byproduct is that you'll get, again, a nice toned, slender arms. But what I really want you to feel from this workout is that you feel good, okay? For moving your body and doing something good for your body, doing something good for yourself. We'll hold in 4, 3, hold in, palms stay down, tiny flutters. Tiny, tiny little flutters. Smile, pretend it's like nothing at all. Really, inside, it's definitely something. After our flutters, we're gonna start working into the back of the body. We go for 4, 3, 2, hold those palms up, bring the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades in, and press forward. Pull back, squeeze, and forward. Timing wise, you have 2.5 minutes, exactly, until your 10-minute bar arms are done. So rather than like pushing the chest forwards, we want to keep that rib cage closed and just squeeze those elbows back in towards each other and then extend forward. Squeeze and press, squeeze and press. We go for 4, in 3, 2, and your last one, bring the arms down. Show from the side, we just take a small hinge forward, palms in, and open the arms out into a rear fly. So this one, you want to think pencil in between your shoulder blades. As you lift up, you're trapping that pencil and then lowering down under control. Lift and lower, lift and lower. We take 4, and then we add 3 pulses at the top. 2, last one, lift and pulse for 3. Pulse 3, 2, 1, and lower. Lift, pulse, 2, 3, and lower. We have 4. Just keeping that eye line to the top end of your mat to keep a nice lengthened spine. 2 more sets, up, 2, 3, and last one, lift, 2, 3, release all the way down, take a nice shoulder roll back. We'll bring those weights down to the side. 1 final minute and we'll finish with push-ups. Take the hands as wide as your mat, and you can bring the knees back and the toes lift up. Again, we're doing lots and lots of repetitions, so I highly recommend taking this on the knees. Belly button lifted, lower the chest towards the floor, find that halfway point, we lift an inch, lower an inch, up an inch and down an inch. If this feels too much for you, bring the knees slightly closer in towards you, so you've got more weight into the lower body. If you'd like to progress onto the tips of the toes as we continue to lift and lower an inch. I'm going on my knees today. We go for 4, in 3, you'll hold it low on 1 and finish with tiny pulses. Pulse down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Try to avoid dropping your head, pull the belly button in. I know you've got it. We have 10 seconds till the very end. Nice deep breaths for 5, 4, 3, 2, and you can release. Hinge it into a child's pose. Bring the toes towards each other, knees open slightly, arms come forward, and relax your head down to the mat. Coming up out of our child's pose, just take a kneel position, or you can do this standing. We'll bring one arm up, palm comes between the shoulder blades, and take a hold of behind the arm for a nice tricep stretch. So ladies, again, as this is my first video in maybe 7-8 months, please let me know in the comments whether you liked it, whether you'd like to see more 10-minute videos from me. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can just hit the subscribe link and check out all the 10-minute workouts that I do have online. And like I said at the beginning, I've now got a new website, sophiejane.com, and if anyone's in Vancouver, you can come and work out with me at Bar Brunch Club. So I'll put the details all in the links below. Let's just, take those hands behind and interlace them, roll the shoulders back, open through the chest. Whew. And then just give it all a nice shake out. Give yourselves a round of applause, and I hope to see you soon. Have an awesome day.